Hello, my name is Patty with Designs by Patty, and today we are going to be doing a glass double-walled tumbler, making it into a shaker with glitter and glycerin and water. And so I am going to show you how to do that, and let me just flip you around and we'll get you going. Hang on. All right. This is the glass that we're going to be using, and we're going to turn this into a shaking tumbler where you can just shake it up and it kind of be like a snow globe. So what we're going to do is, this has a hole in the bottom. I got this cup from LittleLee and Rose, and I have some glycerin and water already mixed up. It is little more than half glycerin and the rest water. It's real important that you shake this up until you can't see the little lines where they are not mixed. So to begin this, you take some of this and you want to put some water or this mixture down in the bottom before you really get started. Because if you don't have some of this down in the bottom from the beginning, then when the glitter gets in there, it gets stuck down there. So you really need this down there to get the glitter going. All right, see, we have about that much in there. And I'm just going to wipe up the bottom of this. And I'm going to wipe the side to make sure that there's no problems, nothing going to stick. And then I am going to use, I've chosen some different glitters. These are the ones I'm going to use. I think they will match what we're doing best. This is from LittleLee and Rose. And this one is Yogi. And then Jonas. Rowan. Castile, Murray, and then there's one that's just a custom mix. It's a little bit of this and that they have mixed together. You can't get this custom mix in anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, we're going to start with Murray, and I'm going to put some of the Murray on top here. And I'm going to put it down in that hole and shake it around so that it goes in there. I'm just going to keep putting the Murray down in this hole. Just kind of tap the side of it to help it go down. And the mixture, how much you put in for each color, is kind of up to you. It just depends on what color you're going for and what you want it to look like. And I have a decal. It's an instant transfer that I got from LittleLee and Rose. And one of it says, "Boo, y'all." And the other one is Boo-ha. And I thought these colors are going to look really nice on this. So I'm just going to keep putting some more of this color in there. And then I'm going to switch colors. And I'll just decide how much I want of each color once it gets down in there. So I'm going to go ahead and close this mixture because I sure can make a mess if I don't close it. So the next one we're going to use is Yogi. So I'm going to put this in here. What I'm doing is kind of tapping the side to get it to go in the hole and move down the edge. Some people use like a back massager or something like that. I've heard that works real well. I have never tried it. I've always just kind of patted the sides. And I don't want a whole lot of this color in there. I just really wanted this as a little bit of, I don't know, highlight. But this is not one of the main colors that I wanted. So I'm not going to put a whole lot in there. Now, if you see, it's not wanting to soak up that glitter. So I'm going to move that mixture around and see if we can't get those moving, get that glitter soaked up. That's why we have that liquid in there, is so that this doesn't get all stuck together and not move. So it's real important to soak all that glitter that's in there as you're putting this in. All right, it's looking pretty good. Looks like this glitter isn't wanting to soak up any of the liquid. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the liquid in there. I'm going to plug my finger over it and then start moving this around again. Try to soak up some of that. Get that glitter to soak up that liquid. All right. Put a little more of the liquid in. And then I'm just going to shake it a little more. Oh, that's looking really pretty, y'all. Look at that. All right, let's put some more of this orange. This is Jonas I'm going to put in this time. This one's a little bit more sparkly. It's going to give it some different shade, the way it reflects the light is a lot different. It's iridescent. That's the word I'm looking for. It's very iridescent. And so it'll pick up all of the lights around it and change the colors. So I'm going to put just a little bit more in here. Alright, that's about all I'm going to use of the Jonas. Well, there we go. I had to close the lid because I will spill it. Alright, now I'm going to cover this hole again. And then go ahead and let it get some of that Jonas and mix it in. We're just going to soak up all of that liquid, that glitter in that liquid. You can see where it's not wanting to get So I'm going to let that soak into there it goes. See how it's starting to move now? There we go. And I'm going to kind of shake it up a little bit. All right. And this one is Rowan. I'm going to put a little of this one in. It's just a little different shade than the last one, but it also is iridescent. I just keep knocking the side of it to make it go down so that I can put more in. It all has to go in that hole. One more time and I'll shake it up. And go ahead and put the lid on this. This is Rowan. I'm going to close it up so I don't spill it. And it also is iridescent. You can see it changing the different colors, picking up different colors there on the top and being real shiny. Alright, now I'm just going to cover the hole and get that liquid to come down and then get Rowan soaked in. Seems to be right there. See if we can't get that soaked up with the liquid so we can shake, it'll all move. See, it seems to be stuck here, so I'm going to shake it again. Making sure I get it on the bottom to pick up all of the other colors that I just put in. And then rotate it around. Oh, y'all, this is looking so pretty. And then this is Castile. It's a little bigger glitter. It's got some brown offshoots in it. It's got some big glitter and little glitter in it. Just going to keep tapping the side to get it to go in. This is the longest and hardest part of this whole thing, is deciding what glitter to put in and how much to put in, and then getting it all in that hole. Alright, that should be enough of this color. Just pushing it down into that hole. Alright, put the lid on here so I don't spill it. And now I'm going to go ahead and get the liquid down and get it on this one. And then just roll around. See, it's kind of stuck right here. So I'm going to just keep rolling it. Get that glitter down on it. I mean, that liquid down on that glitter. Let it soak it up. There it's going. There we go. kind of shake it a little bit, get it all mixed up. Oh, I like those big flakes of the brown in there. Alright, here is the custom mix. I don't want a whole lot of it in there, but they're a little smaller cut, so they'll fit in there, and it has some big cuts in it. It's just a mixture of different colors they were using and just leftover. And they try to put all of the same colors in there together, and then they sell them as that, or sometimes you get them as a free gift from LittleLee and Rose. Sometimes you get it from that. It just depends. I don't remember which way I got this one, but I really like this color. But it's one that can't be duplicated. It just is a bunch of different colors that just get thrown in there together. Alright, that is all of those that I'm going to put in. And I have this, it's kind of a, I'm just going to put this in here, a little of these. See, it changes colors. And I just thought this might add a little bit of color into it. I don't want a lot of it. I just want a little bit. I don't even know that it has a name. They're kind of like shards. I just thought it might give it a little bit of like spider webby looking. But like I said, I don't want a lot of it in here. I just thought it would give it a little bit of different color and make it look like the spider web and scary type thing. Let me go ahead and try to get this mixed up. Try to get this liquid down to the bottom. Mix up that custom mix that we put in there. And a little bit of these little shards that I just put in. I did not get very many of them put in. Yeah, see, there's some of them right here. Like I said, I'm not going to put very many of them in. I just thought they might add a little bit of... Yeah, that's going to be all I want in there. That's more than enough. I've got my thumb right here trying to keep it from coming off the front. I kind of put my hand around it to hold them in as I tap it to keep it from falling off the top of the tumbler. And then I just keep patting it down, trying to get it to go into that hole. I think they're just about all in. And then I'm going to shake it up and get them out of the way. And I've got one more. It's a circle glitter that is iridescent also. It's a little color changing, but not a lot. It's just iridescent. It takes off the color shoots that's in the... See how pretty that is? Let me mix this up, get that liquid down there. There it goes. I'm just trying to mix up those shards into the mixture that's in there. Get it moving around a little bit. I'm going to do a big shake on it. There we go. That's really pretty. Like I say, now this next one is just a little bit of circles. They're iridescent circles. And I'm just going to put, not very many, not even as many of those shards in this. I just thought it might look, whoop, I said not as many and I poured just about as much, didn't I? See if I can get some of that. I don't want much in there. There. That should be enough. And the amount of glycerin, it is just vegetable glycerin and water that how much you put together is how much you want, how fast you want it to move. The more glycerin that's in there, the slower the glitter is going to move down as falling. And so I have more glycerin because I like it to fall slower. So I have more glycerin in there than water so that it would move slower when it's falling. When this is done, I'm going to shake it up, and then I'm going to add some more glycerin and water mixture into it. When I get these in and mixed up, I will be back. Alright, I have got that put in there, and now we're going to put some more of this glycerin and water in. I'm going to put a washcloth down here to try to catch any mess that I might make, in case I miss the hole. And I'm just slowly squirting this in, letting it go down. Just going to fill up all of the tumbler with this glycerin and water mixture. You can see it's coming up the side now where it's getting fuller. I've got it where that the air should be coming up toward that where the hole is. Trying to fill it up as much as I can and get as much of the air out as I can at the same time. Now you do want a little bit of the bubble, and that is what makes it move. So don't take all of your bubble out. That is really pretty. I'm going to take a little bit more because it's right here and I don't want that much of a bubble. See if I can't get a little bit more in there. See, that air bubble is right there. I'm trying to get it right. There we go. I've got it right over the hole. The air is right over the hole. the bubble. So I'm going to push a little more in there. There we go. That should be pretty close to full. And there's an air bubble coming up. But it looks like it is pretty full. And you can see how slow the glitter is moving. And that's exactly the way I wanted it. All right, so I'm going to dry off this edge right here. I'm going to get a baby wipe, just a regular baby wipe, and I'm going to wipe that off. That should get the glycerin and water off of it and try to clear this off completely. And then I'm going to get my tape and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, I did add a little bit of coloring into this. I didn't want it to just be clear. So I put some chestnut crystal from Crystal mica powder, and then I got some orange, and I put those two colors in there. Now this is Gorilla Tape, and what I'm going to do is put that straight across that hole, pushing from the middle, and then I'm going to push out, making sure that it is completely flush and no holes are there. So I am pressing that down firmly. Then I'm going to get my craft knife, and I am going to cut this down a little bit more to the size that I'm wanting. So I'm going to cut this around. And then just to the edge here, not over the edge, and then meet it back up. And then I can pull this tape off and just the hole is covered. All right. There we go. I didn't like that piece there. So now the Gorilla Glue would be good enough for this and would keep this. It is waterproof and it's very strong tape. But what I'm going to do to add to it to make sure that it stays there is I'm going to put some UV resin, the hard cure. I'm going to put a little bit on here. To help seal it in. Right around the edge there. And I'm going to smooth this over, making sure that it's nice and smooth. And all the way around, all edges, okay? Then you get your fluorescent nail light or some type of, and you're going to put that straight over the top of here, making sure that it cures it. And I'm going to go over this a total of 90 seconds, and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and I have done that, and this is totally sealed in. But this time I'm going to use some LittleLee and Rose UV resin soft cure. And the reason why I'm going to come back over it with soft is this is a hard surface, and a lot of time people accidentally set it down too hard, and this will make it where that it's kind of a little bit of a padding. So I'm going to put this all over And this is going to be a little thicker than that hard cure was. And I'm just going to smear this one around and give it more of a pillow topping. So this time I'm going to use a silicone squeegee that will move this around for me. Now if you just go to the edge, it is self-leveling and it won't go over the edge unless you push it over the edge. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just coming just to the edge and stopping. Kind of giving it just a little bubble to the edge. But I'm making it kind of thick. This does have a little indentation in the middle. So this is now flattening it completely out. And this is going to be sealing this in all the way. Now this is not FDA compliant. UV resin is not. But I don't think that most people are going to be putting their mouths to the bottom of the cup. So I feel like this is probably a pretty safe thing to put on here and not worry with people licking on it or anything like that. Now I'm going to just look over the top, make sure that it is pretty flat, and it is. So I am going to get my UV light and I am going to seal that in. And when I'm done with that, I will be back. Okay, I have finished doing this. It is soft on the bottom. And then this is what the glitter that we have put in here. And now we are going to take that instant transfer. And it is very easy. This is from LittleLee and Rose. And I just think that'll look really cute coming across right here. So you need to take, well, get my fingers through this. See if I cut it, if it'll work. Still can't get the backing. I'll be right back. Okay, I finally got it apart. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull the backing off of it, making sure that it all stays on the front. Okay, kind of bend it in half and decide where you're going to place it. Make sure it's straight. And then I'm going to place it right here and press down the middle, holding each side to keep it from coming up. And then I'm going to come down one side, smoothing it so that I don't get any bubbles. And I'm going to smooth that down. And then I'm going to come over to the other side and do the same thing. These instant transfers do not need to be epoxied over or sealed in any way. They are the final product. You can do this and then it'll be completed. Just press down really hard over all of it. Make sure that the transfer sticks. You can wash it. Do not put it in the dishwasher. Don't scrub it. Don't soak it. Just like a normal tumbler. Don't leave it in a hot car. But other than that, this is completely sealed in, and it will be completed when this is taken off. And then you just take this front carrier sheet off. There we go. I'm just going to press down and make sure that nothing is sticking up in any way so that it doesn't come up off in the future, I'm just pressing down really hard all over the whole thing again. And then you have the boo-ha with all this behind it. And we're gonna come here and come to the opposite side, right here. And I'm gonna put a boo-y'all on this side. And again, it's the same thing. You got to separate these out. I finally had to get a knife to separate it. See if I can do it again. It is really hard to separate, I'll tell you that. Alright, when I get this separated, I'll be back. Alright, I finally got the pieces separated. Make sure it sticks to the front piece, not the back. Separate that out. Make sure again exactly where the center is. It's going to be right here. And I'm going to stand this up and kind of make sure it's straight. Then you press down the center, just like we did on the other side. Make sure that this is okay, and then slowly work your way to the outside, pressing down. And then you're going to do that over here. And then just press down the image real hard. And again, this is an instant transfer that I got from LittleLee and Rose. And now I am pulling this up. And there you have boo-ha and boo-y'all. And the glitter moves behind it. And there we go. This is completed. I do have a lid that I think what I might do is rhinestone the lid. And I have these rhinestones. Again, I got from LittleLee and Rose. And I thought these would look really pretty with that. So I think I'm going to rhinestone the lid here. And then you'll see the completed image in the picture when I'm done. When I put the rhinestone on this. Other than that, this is completely finished. Thank y'all for watching. And I will post the final product afterward. Thank you. Alright, I finally got the pieces separated. Make sure it sticks to the front piece, not the back. Separate that out. Make sure again exactly where the center is. It's going to be right here. And I'm going to stand this up and kind of make sure it's straight. Then you press down the center, just like we did on the other side. Make sure that this is okay, and then slowly work your way to the outside, pressing down. And then you're going to do that over here. And then just press down the image real hard. And again, this is an instant transfer that I got from LittleLee and Rose. And now I am pulling this up. And there you have Boo-ha and Boo-y'all. And the glitter moves behind it. And there we go. This is completed. I do have a lid that I think what I might do is rhinestone the lid. And I have these rhinestones. Again, I got from LittleLee and Rose. And I thought these would look really pretty with that. So I think I'm going to rhinestone the lid here, and then you'll see the completed image in the picture when I'm done, when I put the rhinestone on this. Other than that, this is completely finished. Thank y'all for watching, and I will post the final product afterward. Thank you.